Your soulmate saying, "I thought you gave up on me. The truth broke me." My child, listen closely to me today, because I have a message that will heal your weary and lonely heart. I have heard your chosen partner crying in the dark, whispering that they thought you gave up on them forever. The truth of their deep sorrow broke me, and I am stepping in today to bring you both back together. You have been waking up in the middle of the night with a sudden feeling of panic and empty loss. This is because their spirit was crying out, believing you had walked away from your shared future and beautiful path. I am replacing their broken truth with my profound peace, showing them that you never gave up on their love. Stay with me until the end of this message, because I am going to reveal the exact sign I am placing in your path tomorrow. You need to hear this final revelation so you can prepare your heart for their sudden and joyful return. The truth of what is coming will break all the curses of your past and prove you never gave up. I need you to release the bitter memories of the people who hurt you in your previous relationships right now. If you hold on to that old anger, you will not have the open hands needed to receive this restored blessing. When your soulmate confessed that they thought you gave up on them, I knew it was time to heal you both. Sudden warmth has been washing over your shoulders when you sit alone in the quiet hours of the long afternoon. That is my protective embrace, comforting you while I speak to your soulmate and repair their broken and fragile hopes. The truth of your deep connection broke through their doubts, and they realize you did not give up on them. Keep listening to my voice until the very end, for I have a special blessing to pour over your future. You will soon understand why you had to endure this painful season of silence, separation, and difficult waiting. Their confession that they thought you gave up on them was the final key to unlocking your beautiful destiny together. Jesus says, "I have seen the silent tears you shed when you look at old photographs and wonder where things went wrong." Your chosen partner looks at those same memories, and the harsh truth of their own mistakes completely broke them down. They thought you gave up on them because of those errors, but I am washing their heavy slate completely clean. Those out-of-place memories that keep flashing in your mind are not random tricks of your tired and worried imagination. I am placing them there so you will not forget the love you share while I work behind the hidden scenes. They thought you gave up on them, but these sweet memories are my way of keeping your bond fiercely alive. Stay with me until the very last word, because I will tell you the exact time your miracle will arrive. Missing this final secret would leave you unprepared for the grand reunion I have perfectly planned for your near future. The truth of my divine timing will break every chain of doubt and show them you never gave up on love. It is time to forgive yourself for the moments you lost faith and wanted to walk away from this path. I do not judge you for your exhaustion, but I am asking you to stand tall and trust my plan now. When they cried out that they thought you gave up on them, I promised them your faith was returning stronger. You have been hearing songs that remind you of them in places where you least expect music to ever play. This is my loving voice reminding you that I am currently guiding their wandering footsteps back to your front door. The truth of their absence broke your heart, but the truth of their return will heal you because you never gave up. Do not close this message before the end, for the final seal of peace is waiting to be placed upon you. I am preparing a revelation that will forever erase the lonely nights you have spent waiting for a clear answer. They thought you gave up on them, but soon they will see that the truth of your loyalty broke their fear. The Lord says, "My beloved child, the lonely nights you spend staring at the ceiling are not invisible to my watchful and caring eyes. I know you feel forgotten, but your soulmate just fell to their knees and surrendered their stubborn pride to me. They wept and said they thought you gave up on them, and that raw truth completely broke their hardened shell. You have been feeling a strange sense of calm washing over you during your most stressful and chaotic daily tasks. This is my unseen presence preparing your heart for the massive blessing that is walking back into your daily life. The truth of your love broke through the darkness, proving to them that you did not give up on them. Stay with me until the end, because I am going to reveal the secret prayer they whispered about you yesterday. You must hear this final truth so your soul can finally rest in the total certainty of my beautiful promise. The truth of my healing power will break the heavy yoke of sadness caused when they thought you gave up. I need you to drop the heavy bags of regret you are carrying from the mistakes you made last year. Your hands must be totally empty if you are going to catch the wonderful future I am throwing to you today. When they cried that they thought you gave up on them, I told them your past mistakes were already forgiven. You sometimes wake up and smell a familiar scent in your room when nobody else is even sitting in there. This is a gentle sign that their spirit is reaching out for you while they dream of your beautiful face. The truth of their deep longing broke their fear, and they know in their heart you never gave up on them. Do not walk away before the end of this message, because a massive breakthrough is waiting for you right there. I am going to deliver a promise that will make all these months of terrible waiting completely worth the pain. They thought you gave up on them, but I am showing them that your truth broke through every single lie. Jesus says, I know you have felt incredibly tired recently, as if the weight of the whole world is on your shoulders. Your soulmate has been feeling this exact same exhaustion because they have been carrying the terrible fear of losing you. They truly thought you gave up on them, and the truth of that terrifying thought broke them into tiny pieces. You will soon start finding pennies or coins in strange places just as you are thinking about their gentle smile. This is my clear sign that I am paying the debts of your past and buying back your stolen time. The truth of this incoming blessing will break your sorrow and prove to them you never gave up on love. Keep listening until the final minute, because I am preparing to share the exact words they will say to you. You must know these words so you can respond with the grace and love that I have placed in your heart. When they tell you they thought you gave up on them, the truth of your forgiveness will break their guilt. You must stop worrying about the people who are trying to speak badly about your relationship behind your tired back. I am placing a shield of protection around your future, and no jealous words will ever destroy what I have built. They thought you gave up on them because of those rumors, but the truth broke those lies into nothing but dust. A sudden feeling of a gentle hand on your shoulder has startled you when you were crying alone in your room. That was my comfort reminding you that you are never alone while I am restoring this deeply broken soulmate bond. The truth of their sorrow broke my heart, and I am fixing it because I know you never gave up. Stay close to my voice until the very end, because a miracle of restoration is about to be handed to you. I am going to breathe new life into the dead branches of your hope and make your joy completely full again. They thought you gave up on them, but the beautiful truth of your patience has finally broke through the dark clouds. The Lord says, "You have been wondering if you are foolish for holding on to a dream that seems completely impossible to the human eye. I am telling you today that your fierce loyalty is a beautiful gift that has deeply moved my heavenly heart. When they cried that they thought you gave up on them, the truth of your steadfast devotion broke their worst fears. Sometimes you catch a glimpse of their name on a sign or a passing car when you are just walking around. This is not a coincidence, but a gentle reminder from me that they are currently traveling back to your arms. The truth of your powerful love broke the distance between you, showing them that you absolutely never gave up. Do not leave this message early, because I am going to reveal the specific day your heavy tears will finally stop. You need this vital piece of hope to keep walking forward without stumbling over the obstacles in your current path. They thought you gave up on them, but the truth of my arriving promise will break every wall keeping you apart. I am asking you to let go of the timeline you created in your mind and completely trust my perfect schedule. When you try to rush my divine work, you add unnecessary stress to a heart that is already deeply bruised. They thought you gave up on them because of the delay, but the truth of my timing broke their anxious doubts. You will soon feel a sudden burst of energy that makes you want to clean your home and prepare your space. This is my quiet instruction to get your life ready for the beautiful guest who is about to knock on your door. The truth of their love broke the silence of separation, and they are coming back because you never gave up. Stay with me until the final sentence, because I am holding the key to your future happiness right in my hand. I will unlock the door that has kept you trapped in this long season of deep confusion and painful isolation. They thought you gave up on them, but the stunning truth of your enduring faith broke the locks off their heart. Jesus says, "I hear the conversations you have with me when you're driving in your car and tears are rolling down your cheeks. Your soulmate has been driving down lonely roads, crying out to me because they missed the sound of your sweet voice. They thought you gave up on them, and the painful truth of losing their best friend completely broke their stubborn spirit. You have been feeling an unusual urge to revisit places where the two of you shared happy and carefree memories together. I am drawing you to those places to anchor your heart in the pure joy of what I am about to restore. The truth of those precious memories broke their confusion, proving to them that you never gave up on your story. Listen closely until the end, because I am going to share the hidden name of the angel currently protecting your bond. Knowing this will give you the incredible courage to sleep peacefully while I finish the heavy lifting behind the scenes. They thought you gave up on them, but the truth of this angelic protection broke the enemy's plan to divide you. You must stop checking your phone every minute in a state of panic, expecting bad news to ruin your fragile day. I want you to rest in the solid knowledge that I am only bringing good news into your beautifully prepared life. They thought you gave up on them because of the silence, but the truth of your quiet trust broke their insecurity. A random feather will float down and land right at your feet when you are feeling the most overwhelmed and lost. This is my physical promise to you that I am gently softening the hard heart of the one you deeply love. The truth of your pain broke my heart, and I am healing you both because they know you never gave up. Do not close your eyes to this message before the end, because the greatest blessing is waiting at the finish line. I am writing a beautiful conclusion to this chapter of sorrow that will leave you completely breathless and full of praise. They thought you gave up on them, but the absolute truth of your unyielding love broke through the darkest night. The Lord says, "My precious child, you have asked me repeatedly if you are simply holding on to a foolish illusion of a grand love. I am answering you right now by saying that this connection was written by my own hand before you were born. When they whispered that they thought you gave up on them, the truth of my eternal promise broke their deep despair. You have noticed a specific sequence of numbers appearing everywhere you look during the course of your normal daily routine. I use these simple signs to tell you that everything is exactly on track and perfectly ordered for your upcoming joy. The truth of your constant loyalty broke their hesitation, and they realized they were wrong to think you gave up. Stay with me until the very end, because I am going to reveal the exact emotion they are feeling right now. You need to know this secret so you can greet them with the perfect measure of grace when they finally speak. They thought you gave up on them, and the painful truth of their own regret completely broke their pride in half. I need you to stop replaying the hurtful arguments you had in the past as if they are going to happen again. I have given your soulmate a new heart, and they are returning to you with a gentle and deeply repentant spirit. They thought you gave up on them after that fight, but the truth of your forgiveness broke the cycle of pain. You will suddenly wake up feeling totally rested, even if you only manage to sleep for a few short hours tonight. This is because I am pouring supernatural peace into your mind while you rest from all this heavy emotional labor. The truth of your exhaustion broke my heart, and I am giving you rest because you never gave up on them. Hold on to my words until the last breath of this message, for I am sealing your heart with a divine promise. I am preparing a beautiful sunrise that will chase away every single shadow that has haunted your lonely bedroom for months. They thought you gave up on them, but the brilliant truth of your love broke the darkness and brought the dawn. Jesus says, I know you have felt misunderstood by the friends who tell you to simply move on and forget about your partner. I see the lonely burden you carry when you defend a love that nobody else can see or even begin to understand. They thought you gave up on them too, but the truth of your quiet defense broke through the spiritual distance today. You have been feeling a sudden drop in your stomach, as if you are falling, just before you drift off to sleep. This is the physical sensation of letting go of your need to control everything and finally falling into my safe arms. The truth of your surrender broke the final blockade, proving to them that you never gave up on our shared plan. Do not look away until the very end, because I will tell you the exact song they were listening to this morning. This final detail will be the ultimate proof that I am orchestrating every single movement in this beautiful love story. They thought you gave up on them, but the truth in that sad song broke their heart and turned them around. You must stop feeling guilty for taking time to care for yourself during this incredibly painful season of intense waiting. I need you strong, healthy, and completely radiant for the moment they finally walk back into your beautifully restored life. They thought you gave up on them, but the truth is you were just preparing a better home for their broken heart. A sudden cool breeze will brush against your cheek when you are sitting in a completely closed and quiet room today. That is the breath of my spirit, blowing away the cobwebs of doubt and bringing fresh hope into your tired mind. The truth of your resilience broke their walls, and they finally understand that you never gave up on their soul. Stay with me for the final moments of this message, because the climax of your difficult journey is rapidly approaching now. I am going to hand you a crown of joy to replace the heavy ashes of sadness you have worn for too long. They thought you gave up on them, but the undeniable truth of your faithful heart broke every curse against your future. The Lord says, "My beautiful child, you have spent so many hours wondering if you are the only one fighting for this special connection. I am lifting the veil to show you that your soulmate has been fighting a massive battle in their own mind too. They thought you gave up on them, and the terrifying truth of facing the future alone absolutely broke their stubborn will. You have noticed that certain animals, like sweet little birds or quiet butterflies, seem to be following you on your walks. I send these gentle creatures to remind you that my eyes are always on you, watching over your every single step. The truth of your gentle nature broke their harshness, and they know you never gave up on their healing journey. Listen to me until the end, because I am going to reveal the deeply hidden fear that has kept them away so long. Once you understand this secret fear, your heart will flood with pure compassion instead of burning with unresolved and bitter anger. They thought you gave up on them because of this fear, but the truth of your deep understanding broke its power. I need you to permanently delete the negative thoughts that whisper you are not good enough to receive this incredible love. You are beautifully made, entirely worthy, and perfectly chosen to carry this unique blessing into the next season of your life. When they cried that they thought you gave up on them, the truth of your immense worth broke their silly illusions. You will soon experience a sudden flash of light in your peripheral vision when you are reading a book or resting quietly. This is the spark of my divine joy igniting the restored connection between your soul and the soul of your true partner. The truth of your enduring hope broke the silence, and they are running back because you never gave up on them. Do not stop listening before the final seal is given, because this is the moment your entire life completely changes forever. I am putting the final pieces of this complicated puzzle together, and the picture it creates is absolutely breathtaking and perfect. They thought you gave up on them, but the stunning truth of our completed masterpiece broke their heart with pure gratitude. Jesus says, "I know you have felt a deep ache in your chest that no doctor can explain and no medicine can ever cure. That ache is the physical pull of the invisible string that tightly connects your beating heart to their distant, searching heart. They thought you gave up on them, but the painful truth of that lingering ache broke their attempt to stay away. You have been finding old gifts they gave you, tucked away in drawers or boxes you have not opened in many years. I am guiding your hands to these lost treasures to remind you that true love cannot be buried or forgotten by time. The truth of these sweet discoveries broke your own doubt, proving to them that you never gave up on their memory. Stay with me until the end, because I will tell you exactly what they whispered into their pillow just last night. You need to hear this confession so you can fully grasp the absolute depth of the transformation happening in their soul. They thought you gave up on them, but the truth of their own tears broke the dam holding back their genuine love. You must stop comparing your beautiful journey to the relationships you see constantly paraded on screens and in other people's lives. Your story is uniquely crafted by my hands, designed to weather terrible storms and emerge stronger than anyone could ever imagine. They thought you gave up on them because it was hard, but the truth of your unique strength broke their shallow comparisons. A sudden feeling of extreme lightness will wash over your body.